Good morning, you badass motherfuckers. It's the All on Me. It's 5 o'clock somewhere show. I'm your host, Greg, getting on here for almost over 6+ months. Every day, making no excuses, motherfuckers. We getting on here. We talking all that shit. We talking about life, your life, my life, all the circumstances going on around us, right? But the most important is the circumstances going on right here in your fucking brain, in your head, in your mind, in your thoughts. You realize the power of your thoughts. Fuck. Right? I used to think I would never, ever get past that shit. God, am I glad that I could redeem myself, heal myself, accept myself, forgive myself. You could do the same. Yes, you can. No matter how big, no matter how bad you've been, you can redeem yourself to yourself. That's where it starts, right? You may have to go redeem yourself to other motherfuckers that you hurt, right? That you've messed up, that you've manipulated, that you hiding shit from, right? You deceiving. You got to get right with that. You got to get fucking right. You have to. It's imperative, right? There's not a lot of have to do's in this world, but you don't have to do it. But fuck, you would be so much better if you overcame the fear of what it takes to do it, to make that shit happen, to heal yourself, to make amends with people, even if they don't accept you, even if they tell you to go fuck yourself, I don't want to talk to you, you're this, you're that. That's their opinion, right? Anything someone says about you, to you, it's an opinion. There may be truth in it, right? But you don't have to allow it to define you. You don't have to allow it to, right, keep you fucking stuck. You can transcend anybody's perception of you. But how much do you care about what people say, what people think about you? You care a lot because you're watching the news, you're getting all broke down on all the shit going on in this world. Every time you get information about something that's going on, fucking Ukraine, ain't nobody here, listen, gone and visit Ukraine, but you're mentally broke down about Ukraine. You mentally broke down about shit happening halfway across this country, places you ain't never been, things you ain't never done, right? People you don't know, but it's just all emotional, psychological. What does it take to break past the psychological? That it's not real, it's invisible. Just like you cannot see the words coming out of my mouth, you can hear them, you can't see them. But yet, when I say things, it impacts you. It either repels you, whoa, oh shit, not more of this. Whoopsies, how'd I get involved with this motherfucker? Or you say, wait, what is this guy saying? And again, I'm telling you guys, this is compression. This is the shit you need to hear. Nobody wants to hear this shit. Nobody wants to hear about the truth, right? The real shit, the real journey of this life. The real spiritual awakening ain't a magic trick. It's going inwards. It's truly loving and accepting and seeing yourself, right? In the fullness of who you truly are, this life force. It's not just this body. It's not just your name. It's not just your roles of being a parent or being a child or being a cousin or being a fucking worker, being a boss. None of that shit matters really at the end. None of it fucking matters, right? What matters is, did you cultivate and did you find the love within yourself, right? Did you heal and love yourself, accept yourself, forgive yourself, and then share that with other people? Or did you just continue living a life where you're a miserable motherfucker, right? Dealing with stress. I'm talking about dealing with stress today. I'm going to hop in and hop out because Saturdays is another great day, great opportunity for what? Self-care. That's a major fucking focus of my life. Self-care. I ask so much out of my body that in the past I used to run to the vices, right? After a long day's work, fuck, I was getting wasted. Shoot, in the middle of the day work, I was already getting wasted. That's the drunk motherfucker. You know, starting the day, the Mexican coffees with Kahlua or fucking Rumplemints and shit. Going to work, getting wasted, man. That's the fucking real talk. What was it? Was it just a habit? Was it just bad habit? Or was there pain that I was trying to soothe and cover up, right? And it's probably a little mixture of both. But at the end of the day, I know that when I get into a place of emotional uncomfortability, big word, right? Being uncomfortable, the easiest thing for me to used to go do is to go run to the vice, hit that drink, hit the brewskis, right? Smoke a little weed, pop some pills, all that good shit, right? To make us feel good because we want to feel better. We got to feel better artificially because we don't believe that we can do it naturally. Oh, shit. You can do it naturally. And that's what I'm talking about, dealing with stress today. Dealing with stress. We did interviews here at the motel this week. I found an amazing addition to our team, a couple. Actually, I hired 2 people this week, right? And I'll tell you, one of the questions that threw most of the candidates off wasn't, hey, tell me about this, tell me about your experience and all the shit that's relative to the job. It's, how do you deal with stress, right? You have the fucking most stressful day of working here. You just imagine what the most stressful day is. What do you do after? How do you take care of yourself? And a lot of you would be like, hey, that's my private life. You don't got nothing. That don't have nothing to do with you. Bullshit. I'm paying someone to show up. And guess what? You know, I want people to show up as their best self. Oh shit, this all connects, don't it? Don't it? It all connects. I know you guys don't want to believe it all connects, but it does. That's the fucking that's what we're doing here, man. That's the fucking calculus that I'm running through my head. It all connects. So when I'm asking these people, how do you deal with your stress? You know, it's interesting the answers. Ask yourself that, right? Be honest. That's a good journaling thing. How do you handle stress after a stressful fucking day? What's your thing? Is it drinking? Is it getting the cocktails? Is it getting some wine, beer, brewskis, you know, shots, right? Calling up an old ex, you know, having sex that, you know, it's like, fuck, man, I hate this person, but this makes the pain go away, makes the stress go away, right? Is it watching fucking marathon TV, right? Or is it doing some healthy shit? And it's interesting to hear the candidates that I had, you know, and the variety, right? Some people, right? I had people that were, you know, is watching TV, right? Watching TV and listening to music, right? And then another person was just, well, I flip the switch. So when I'm stressed out, I flip the switch and then I go home and then it's like it's all about my kids, right? And because I put all my attention on my kids, you know, I flip the switch and it's like work don't really matter, and then I can just flip the switch and then it's all about my kids, so I got to flip on that switch. And then there was another person that was like, well, for me, you know, I eat clean, right? I meditate, I do yoga, you know, I drink, you know, I might have a drink too every once in a while, but you know, it's really just about really moving my body, clearing my mind. So like, think about your own story and that's this journey. It's all on me. You're learning about yourself. This is what it's about. That's why it's so scary, because you're so fucking programmed to learning about everything else around you, right? You get a new job, you got to learn about all the things in the job, the hierarchy and who's in charge and who does this and who does that. And it's like, what about you? How do you take care of yourself? And so on this Saturday, it's self-care Saturday. You know, I'm going to go do a fucking power flow hot yoga. And that shit's intense, man. That's, oh, fuck. I can't tell you guys how big of a fucking misconception I used to have about yoga. That shit's intense. And it's really good. It's all the breathing. You know, a lot of people that are heavy smokers, right? It's breath work, right? So many people, they can get delivered from smoking by doing yoga, by doing breath work practices, because that's what you're really wanting. You're stressed and you go to the cig, get that big rip. It's breath work. Life. There's life in our breathing, man. It's so powerful. Energy is in breath. Life is in our breath. If you stop breathing, you're dead. So that tells you that to stay alive, you got to breathe. And even your heart pumps as a muscle, but it needs the oxygen in the blood to keep you alive, motherfuckers. So it's the life. It's this air that's around us, right? It's beautiful. And I'm learning more about it every single day, but it was interesting to see how diverse people's self-care program is. And it's because we don't think about it. And so I really felt I challenged the two people that were like, TV and fucking music. I think that's cool. But I like to hear other things. I like to hear about people moving their bodies, putting, I mean, if the music creates dance, that's awesome, right? Dance, motion. I'm a big dancer. So, I'm that guy. I'm that guy in the gym with my earbuds and I'm dancing. I'm dancing in the fucking grocery line. You know, movement is very powerful. It's what our bodies are meant to do, not just sit there and fucking, not this type of motion. Yum, 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 all fucking day. Eating and drinking all fucking day, man. God, can't imagine all you motherfuckers just always posting food. And you wonder why you're overweight. All you do is post fucking food. No one gives a fuck what's good or bad for a fucking most delicious shit I've ever eaten. The biggest steak I've ever had. The best barbecue I ever ate. Who the fuck cares, man? Seriously. Your food has to be, your life has to be more than food. Actually, I love it when my mind thinks this way. Your life is your food. So if you're eating all that fucking shit that's unhealthy, that's your life. Yes. I put superfood in my body. I put food that gives me power, energy, strength, focus, minerals, vitamins, fucking slay shit, man. Fucking savagery. That's the food I put in my body, man. Healthy, clean eating, man. Energy, life, not bullshit, man. That makes you feel like you got to take a nap, man, to fucking digest because your body's so overwhelmed. You know that's why your body gets so overwhelmed, right? It's not just it's like turkey and it makes you sleepy chemicals, no. The reason why you get fucking crashed after eating is because your body's like, holy fuck, what this person do to us? We got to put all of our energy into digestion. It shouldn't be that way. Your food should give you fucking fuel, just like your vehicle, boom, it's like fucking gasoline, man, on a fire. It should just fucking. So how do you deal with your stress? That's something for you to think about. I know a lot of you don't, but those of you that are, hopefully you continue to do things, right? Massages, fucking outdoor activities, anything outdoors. Please disconnect from the fucking tube and go outside. Go to a park, go to a state park, even if there's other people there. Go have a picnic, man. Go sit under a fucking tree with a blanket and make out with somebody or something. It's better than sitting around watching a fucking tube all day. Oh, it's hot outside. You don't know how bad it is. You know what? Maybe you need to sweat some of that shit out anyways, right? There ain't nothing wrong with sweat. I'm going to go put myself in a very fucking hot situation intentionally, putting myself in discomfort. What's your fucking excuse? It's too hot. God, everything. There's got to be a fucking mental fucking barrier. Break that shit down and push past the fucking bullshit excuses. Tell that little bitch voice to shut the fuck up. Go out there and live your life, man. Start doing something, right? It's not too late, right? And whatever your circumstances right now, if you're miserable, you can change it all. Starting now, right fucking now. Quit making them motherfucking excuses. Start to expand your fucking imagination again, right? Don't you dream, right? Or is it just, you're just waiting? Are you just waiting on the Lord? You waiting for that rapture? Fuck. What are you waiting on? Right? You got to get out there and do something with your life. Leave an impression on this world. Make a fucking difference. But it starts with making a difference with yourself. And that's the biggest challenge for so many people. We can go and fucking bend over backwards for other motherfuckers. And then what we got? Right? We think that it's just going to come to us because we're bending over backwards. No, the same fucking bending over backwards is what you need to do for yourself. Do it first. And from the abundance that you bring to yourself, then you give that shit to everyone else. And it comes, it manifests itself. It even builds in momentum. You got to take yourself serious. You first. That's what I want to have to people about. Oh, I can just turn it off. Bullshit. You don't turn nothing off. All right. The lady I talked to, she was like, yeah, I just turn it. And I'm like, you do not just turn it off. Right. You just are going from one thing to the next, and yet you're not finding time for yourself. Or it's probably in the middle of the night, tossing and turning all fucking night because all you're doing is managing relationships. Do you know how hard it is to manage relationships? Being a parent, being a friend, being in a relationship, whatever it is, dude, that takes a lot. I'm a fucking general manager. I'm overseeing a lot of people, a lot of shit. It takes a lot every day. That's why I got to show up every day, sticking to my program, replenishing my cup, because it takes a lot to manage relationships. And the more relationships you're managing, the less you have to deal with yourself. You got to flip the script. You got to put yourself number one. Number one. Don't tell me all this other bullshit. God don't need you first. He does not need you to put him first. He needs you to put yourself first and be the best version of yourself. Period. Period. That's it. That's it. If you become the best version of yourself, you put yourself first. I don't think his ego is going to be too small to be like, man, I'm really disappointed in this guy. He's putting himself first. He's taking care of himself. He's healthier. He's happier. He's more joyful. He's making a difference in the world, coming from the right place. He's healing his trauma. This shit's horrible, ain't it? Woo-wee! I love talking shit. I'm going to go have a great day. I'm going to get in that fucking uncomfortable power flow hot yoga, and I'm going to go take myself on a date, right? I'm going to go do some things for me, and that's how it is. It's not all about me. It's all on me, and that's where I'm at right now. And I hope that you will join me on this journey, because I care about you that keep checking in here, keep listening to this shit. But some of y'all don't know how to put it together, right? It's very easy. 5-step program, mindfulness in the morning, some exercise, some movement somewhere along the ways, cleaner, healthier eating, right? Personal development, increasing your value. Quit complaining about the prices. Instead, look inwards and say, how do I become more valuable? How do I attract more abundance to me by being more valuable, more education, new opportunities, whatever you need to do, starting a new business, believing in yourself, and then go make a difference, right? That has to come last. Right? Unless you're really in a pity party, I say go make a difference and it'll give you a perspective, but then you got to go back to you, number one. I know some of y'all can't hear that shit, but it is what it is. That's my belief. That's what I'm preaching every fucking day. You know the fucking drill. Results kill excuses. It's all on me.